Alright, it's me again, Banana Viking server, Van Velding. I mean, if you're here, you know, don't ya? Alright, so here we go. I'm just getting some sugarcane together. Thought I could get this together real quick right off screen. A lot of things to collect here, man. A lot of things. Yeah, I made two chunks worth. The chunk by chunk build, right? Like each chunk does something different. But sugarcane chunks, they just do sugarcane. I got two of them. Yeah, I don't know why. I think I was in love with the idea of two sugarcane chunks, and so I just not. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So I'm watching the Orville. I know. I guess a lot of people online, and so I'm doing this Orville podcast, which when it first came on, I'm like, oh look, it's like a kind of a funny what if TNG was, funny and a guy drinks while he's driving a shuttle in the first episode. You're like, oh, it's a little transgressive. That's what we expect of Seth MacFarlane. And it's going to be kind of funny for, it's going to be kind of sort of way. And no, it turns out Seth MacFarlane really cares about this. And I don't know if this was end game for MacFarlane, where he's like, look, I just want to make a TV show. And then he made Family Guy, and he's like, well, now I just want to make the TV show. Which if you don't do live action, not live action role playing. Sorry, I don't do live action. If you don't do role playing games, tabletop role playing games. Yes, that's the modifier I was looking for. If you don't do tabletop role playing games, you won't understand the concept of the game, the show. But there is a platonic form of the things that we create, which is our hearts at all. And if you do TV, then it's a TV show that you want. It's a movie. If you do movies, then it's a movie. And if you do role playing games, it's a role playing game. For a lot of us, our favorite intellectual properties, Star Wars fans who want to run Star Wars games, Star Trek fans who want to run Star Trek games. Um, it's the game, but it is also the white whale. And Seth MacFarlane's always been a big fan of Star Trek. If you want to know more, please tune into the podcast. It's a Seen This Star Trek. It's coming on whenever my co-host feels comfortable with the I'm gonna say really subpar first couple episodes we did. It's getting to the point where now if he wants to re-record them, I might just throw down and go with it. That might be the quicker, easier solution. Um, and I might not even do the thing where even though I'm willing to do it, I insist on some higher bar because they want to do it, where I need like a commitment. I would be like, oh well, we got to do it like with the same script as the original to keep the same energy. So you need to transcribe like our first 15 episode, and then we can do it off those scripts, which is completely unreasonable, completely dickish, and completely within. Uh, you know, trying to be a better person because honestly, I would just like to have it done. I'm not enamored with the project. The kind of is this bird gonna fly of the Orville? It's kind of done for me where it's not gonna fly. You can say it's flying. You can go, oh look, it's flying. It's amazing. And you can have like a guy do. You can have like a gaffer do like sounds like you're in a radio drama and you flapping the wings. You'd be like, oh, it's flying. Oh, it's so amazing. Van Velden, come back and watch the Orville. And I'd be like, no. Except I am watching the Orville like that. That's sort of the one conceit of that scenario I pitched, which is the least plausible that I wouldn't continue watching it. It's not painful. It's not a bad show. I don't want to go on the record and say the Orville's a bad show because it's not. It's a fine show. It's fun, has its laughs, enjoys itself. It's goofy. Um, Harlan, I think they figured out some of the worser parts of season, which I don't think is in the show's merit, honestly. You know, if you listen to the other podcast, not to plug all the goddamn side projects, but everything is part of everything else. Okay, that's my engineering background is, engineering, and everything plugs into everything else. All parts of a system work within that system. They perform a function. They perform functions that interface with the environment. So, if a heat wave hits Paris, they have to shut down nuclear reactors because there's no more heat sink for the because the rivers are too everything is part of everything else. And I say all of that bullshit because I do a Star Trek The Next Generation podcast. And, I completely forget what the fuck my point was. Right, if you listen to that, you know that I absolutely love season 1 of The Next Generation. And it's rough and it's bad, but it's Star Trek, more than the polished season 3, season 4, 5 stuff, which has the good episodes in it. Those less Star Trek episodes. Did I do all of that shit and not keep that wool around? God damn it. Those less Star Trek episodes are of a generally higher quality. They're better television. People like them higher quality. How did you get out? Well, I'm sorry. Let's see if you're going to take a dive as considerately as the cows do. Am I right? You got out from sheer gumption? You slipped out whenever I... No. I don't care that you're a green sheep. That green's my color. You dead. Dead sheep. The ones that I like are season 1 and season 2 because, yes, they're rougher. They're also braver. And they also... Gonna do the red and black. Gonna do a little bit of... Batman the Black Hand. Back from the Grant Morrison days around the time of Batman R.I.P. When... you're on that Grant Morrison train. If you're like, is this really clever or is it just super pretentious? And it is probably super pretentious in retrospect, but it's still a damn good read. It still moved at a heck of a pace. It still felt big. It still had good ideas in it. It was good comics, and as you know, as part of being a cynical asshole who's basically living out that one episode of South Park called "You're Getting Older, Stan." I don't read comics anymore, and I like the things that I like. I like things that are kind of bold and kind of out there, a little ugly. It's easy to make safe stuff. That's one thing. Drives my boy. This lounge is gonna oof. Be basic ass. What it's gonna be. The basic ass. I thought I would need all this fucking material for it. Okay. This is all going to be dirt. One of these is going to be a door. I don't want to put it like right... Oh, I can't put it right across the space there. Like that being where you come around the corner and it's not like immediately like, oh, I guess I can get in here. I don't know why I would need to conveniently get into a door inside what should be the safest corner of the safest part of a very safe area. But, you know what? There's no crazy things that I can't anticipate I'll never cause. There's always some sort of craziness. Split up. Nonsense. Guys, for... Alright, and basics. I wanted to put a window here, but, a window into what? These windows are getting... I still feel silly about the windows I put over here. Like they just stare into each other. Not great. Like that window makes sense because it stares out above, but for these windows, like these windows that look down a row, that's great. This window, row, looks great. This is going to be fairly open. It's going to be browse. Those ones, okay. This one is going to look into fucking nothing at all. So I don't want this to be like a set of windowless, bank windowless hovels. But at the same time, I want the windows to look at something cool. I can make a little garden like a little patio with fences. It's like an outdoor area where people smoke and shit. Wood here, wood here. Adequate. All last window. This is going to meet that, right? So what's going to happen is these windows are going to go up here. You come across here, you see the tops of these windows, so it's going to be contiguous from one level to the next. All right, the next thing is these fucking stairs. I don't know why I thought, let's put external stairs, and external stairs are going to go up. Internal stairs. I don't know why I thought that. Seems like a very not smart plan in retrospect. But I think I made this flourish on the fly. You know what? Just snap decision right now. I'm gonna live and die on it. These stairs, we are now ride or die for these stairs. Both. Not letting go of it. They're gonna be great. Good. We're gonna do whatever it takes to make these stairs work. That might involve just if those upside down stairs don't look good. Alice in Wonderland. Fuck, that's what it looks like. That doesn't look like Batman. Like an obscure Batman storyline. It looks like Alice in fucking Wonderland. Completely what I was going for. I wasn't going for full Batman. I'm just going for like skinny Joker with an open razor going, haha, Batman, I finally got you. And then snapping a dude who's not Batman. It was. Little things that are just indelibly etched on that all of us in making outside world, which is, I want to tell you, everything. As much as I try to stick to an aesthetic that is self-contained craft, I don't like making little modern houses with like a sink and a refrigerator because I don't have a fucking sinks. Don't do anything in Minecraft. There's no running water, so what's the goddamn point? So I would rather have something that works within the logic of Minecraft world. These may not be structural posts. These are structural. Get me. Yep. So I try to stick to things that are self-same. The logic of the Minecraft world. I mean, these stairs are going to the next level. This arch gets in the way. That ceiling isn't because I like having ceilings, but because if I ever import this thing to a world, I'm going to want a fireproof ceiling. Hey, look at that. Fireproof ceiling. Ooh. Alright. It might look cool if everything burned down on that. But yeah, okay. Alright. That's obviously a temporary structure. That's going to have stuff. Admittedly, those wheat farms, they would burn down. But again, not a lot of materials going in there to hit the glass and it would stop. Not like I built it that way. Just as I look at it, I think it would be kind of hard. Anyway, I think I made this 2 blocks wide just for the asymmetry. Maybe I can't count. I mean, if you've been watching me do this, you know I can't fucking count. It's good. It's just gonna be, it's gonna be open. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be outside air, and I think that's the sort of cool thing that a lot of buildings are. You don't need that in Minecraft, like a in the inside, because what? Where are you gonna get mold? No, I get mold. Best thing happens, you get mushrooms. I'm just shit ass at growing mushrooms. That's the last thing I want. All bonus. This, gonna dig up all of this. Gonna put that dirt back. As I think. This is all good, and wow. Put some of these back. All right. Stop. Good? Yes, we're good. We do one more. Right. All right, now we can live with this. We don't tell anyone about this. Certainly, we don't talk about it. But this is what we're doing. That's how we're living. And with this is go, and that's gonna be another big ass window. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Window is gonna be not more important than a window. Window nexus to the outside. Creates its scope and space. You don't do that. All right. Right, never put structure there. Go. I can take that hit. Can't believe I laid that log down there. I thought torch. Up. In this game, most of the ways to get fucked up are, once you get the hang of it. Do you really want that one sliver of nature? Is that going to be fucking hard commitment to? I'm going to move this. It's going to look even stupider. That was wrong. There. Looks bad. Good enough. Good enough. I mean, it looks real bad, but it's good enough. Oh, man. You know what? Mr. Floor to ceiling windows? Why don't you do a floor to ceiling window here? Yeah, even my axe is all right. All right. This. When it just hits this. And what's this? I don't know. It's going to be dirt. Fuck me. It's going to be water. I don't even know anymore. There you go. Floor to ceiling window. This. Do I have more? I got a few more. Right, forget. God damn. So yeah, no, the Orville. Sorry, I was thinking about an Orville episode. I wasn't particularly. So the deal is that one of their aliens is like from a high gravity planet, and so she's super strong. But instead of like making all of the people from her planet like raw, super strong, they kind of subverted that trope and those people, the Saleans, like huge nerds, and they're like, I can't believe my daughter joined the military. And it's an interesting thing for the character. We can do wood on this. We're gonna do stone. Establish stone foundations. I established stone foundations there, and then I put up here. Doctor aesthetic consistency. Oh god, I feel like I'm just repeating myself. That's called stylistic consistency. Bad. That's not a. Is it? But do you think about doing like windows on both sides? Motherfucking axes. All right. Is that going to? Still haven't done anything with this space, by the way. Big fan, but I just haven't done anything. This thing looks worse. I extended out a little bit more to overreach the walkway here, but that build's going to do that. And also I made this walkway, so when the walkway move the two buildings together. Am I going to do the big ass windows here like match? Well, the door's off. Can't put the door between two. It'll either have to be a glass window. All right. So, okay, Chris, I know you didn't want to break the windows, but it is going to be your trophy room. So you do have to realize at some point, I can put item frames on glass now. Fine. Item frames on glass. Yep. Stone. Consistency. Look at this. Honestly, I want the color to stay. I think I can get away with it. I think I can get away with it. Yeah, it's gonna be glass over here, it's gonna be wool over here, and people are gonna walk in. So they're gonna immediately go, oh look, there's wool under this glass. Oh look, there's stone under this glass. What gives? I'm gonna be like, suck a dick. So, but we're gonna tell people to suck that dick. When it comes out. Also gonna be. So I'm glad that I've not only really just abandoned a lot of the original. I've also committed myself to using probably all of the glass that I have on hand for this. I think it's just real great. I decided to fuck myself so much with this relevant build that's just taking a checkbox. Basically, oh look, I'm gonna do my home build is gonna be stretched over a road that goes down the middle of the trunk. Ah, what a cool challenge for me to just go in there and build something that has those constraints. Part of me is like, oh, you're gonna have to build something cool in that space. The part of me is like, I mean, no, it doesn't have to be cool. You're just gonna build something in there. Ever quality DVD. Oh god, this looks bad. Looks like a hallway to a. This is the cool places hallway. I should just put a ladder right here and just be like, this is where the cool place is. Go up the ladder. You'll just be at the cool. It's not here though. It's somewhere else. God damn. Okay. Windows, cool. Non-windows, not cool. A little bit of work to get them fallen. Ah, you weren't. God, you suck. Yeah, there you go. Your glass. Your door. Your door. Damn. All right. Well, that went right. Not, not all parts of this. Important they stand up for their fucking identity as parts of this build that aren't fucking. Oh, so many mistakes. This is now the mistake room. Lounge anymore. Not a trophy room. Mistake room, where we go to be sad about the thing. Function of this build. All right then. Be happy or be here. That's the motto of the room. Your two options when it comes to fail. I decided this would be also be fucking that out. Right. Caps, 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 glass, 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 no glass, well, glass. Up. Sorry, I need this walkway to be solid. That's more important than shenanigans with some freaking glass. Actually, just gonna do the same. Oh wait, glass. Yep. Here. We good? Well, alright. This turd is shipworthy. Put it that way. Put it that way. Oh man, you really got away from me on that. So I should make a little hole so that when it rains, the rain can come down and rain on you. This room while it rains. That's got here. I'll see you next time.